Okay, hello again. Right, shower finished. Do you know, I just watched that original video back. I'm sorry, that was really terrible. I'm not going to re-record it, but it is my first attempt. I didn't realise how much I shook my head. I did know, but you don't notice it until you actually see it. You probably noticed I've got a tick. Especially when I get stressed, tired, it kicks in more and I end up shaking my head. Which quite honestly is not the best thing to have when you're trying to navigate as a novice a very sharp blade that you're not very good at using. Anywho, right, so the sun's gone, it's starting to darken off so I can actually see what I'm doing now, which is good. You might not be able to see me because of the lights. I've just been soaking the brush in hot water whilst I've been in the shower. Just give it a little bit of squidge just to make sure everything I got all the soap out last time. I haven't put a razor blade in here at the moment. I just wanted to start by giving you a quick sort of brief overview of this shave up. I find it really good actually, in honesty. I've got on better with it than I was expecting, given the reviews. But like I said, I've only been using it for sort of shaping just around the edges and doing my neck. I have had quite a few cuts, and actually my neck is probably the worst spot for just not cuts, but it just gets quite sore using the blades. That's probably my lack of skill though. That's causing that more so than the blade itself. I think the blades are, they're absolutely fine. The cost of them compared to, it's a common discussion point, but the cost of them compared to disposable razor blades, astronomically expensive are the disposable razor blades in comparison to this. I've tended, because it's only such a small portion, I'm probably underusing the ones that I've got, but I use each half. Because they're double-edged blades split in two. You're probably aware of that if you're looking at this video. I'll show you what to do if you haven't seen it. So you get two shaves out of every blade. That means I've got 200 razor blades in a pack for, like I said, I honestly can't remember, but it wasn't much more, if at all, than £5. So it's going to last me a while. Like I said, I've just ordered the King C Gillette, which I've just actually, in between stopping the video and restarting it again, I've just had an email to say that it's en route. Gillette have got an offer on at the moment that if you buy it, it's not only it's 20 quid, and £3 extra for a couple of other bits and pieces, some extra blades, which I think are normally £5 a pack. You also get free next day delivery. I ordered it about 10 minutes past midnight last night, so hopefully it will turn up tomorrow. So I don't want to do too much because I'm actually going to, for the first time in I don't know how many years, have a full wet shave. Quite honestly, I miss my little beard, but at the same time, it's kind of nice being a bit cleaner shaven. I guess it depends on the mood. I don't think I'll stay clean shaven. I don't think I'll stay bearded. I think I'll probably be one of those people that chop and change quite a lot. Horse quite high in there, sorry. But it's nice to have the option. I just wanted to have the experience of having a full wet shave as well. And I don't particularly fancy, as my first attempt, having a full wet shave with, I'm sure it'll be okay. I've done the rest alright, but it was an excuse to buy something else as well. Okay, so I was going to give a quick review of this. It is great, it's fine for what it is. They are right in that it's probably a little more flimsy than some of the other models. Again, I've got nothing to compare it on, but it's just sort of gently riveted together. I don't know whether you can see it very well. It's got quite a lot of movement in the casing. The pivot sort of twists slightly every now and again as well. Again, that's exaggerated on the camera, but it kind of gets stuck inside the case sometimes where it gets hooked inside, just like that. And one problem I've been finding more recently, the way that you enter the blade is to pull this clasp back, and then you can see the two pins in there, and you stick your fingernail in there and pull them apart slightly, and then you're able to, if I can do it with one hand, able to separate it, and then the blade sits in on those two pins. You close it back up again, close that, and it pinches down on the blade. I've been finding recently though that the blade keeps slipping out, so I'm halfway through a shave. I don't know whether it's the way I'm washing it in the water afterwards. I might bang it on the sink or something. If I'm tapping it without realising, it's my fault. But if I'm not, then it's definitely not holding the blade in place particularly well. And I'll get to the end of the shave and I'll realise that instead of a nice flat even line on the blade, it's angled one way or another, which could obviously, without realising, could cause a little bit of damage there. Other than that, absolutely perfect. I mean, what can you ask? It's a piece of metal that holds a blade in place so that you can hold it. Getting used to the grip has been absolutely fine. I've taken to it quite well. I do tend to just use my right hand though for both sides, which again I'm probably aware that that's not quite right. I am right-handed. Left hand just seems, it doesn't seem too bad, but let's try it again today. I did try it the first time around and I think I cut myself, so I gave up. I'll try it again and see, because it does make it a little bit more awkward. The angle's not quite right sometimes. Don't get such control. Right, let's get on with it. Okay, so I'm going to put a blade in. I'll show you what we're going to do. So we've got an Astra blade. I've got this on the front of my phone, so without realising it's reversing the image. So apologies from that. It is Astra, not Arsa. So inside the pack you get, there's 20 of these little packs of 5 blades, and they come in there in a little wrapped up piece of paper, one per piece. I'm still in my first box. That's how little I've used it. And for obviously a double-edged razor, you keep it as is, put it in the razor. But for Chevette, or this particular one anyway, it's obviously a single edge, so you don't want the 2 edges, and you can split it in 2. To do that, you keep it in its packet and just give it a little squeeze, and naturally you'll hear a click in a minute. There you go. And that has split the blade perfectly in 2, and it's still in the packaging, so it's nice and safe. So I'm going to open the pack. Inside there is your half a blade. I'll try and get it out without cutting this off. So double-edge razor. Obviously there's the 3 holes usually. They would obviously be completed on both sides, and they sit over the pillars from what I understand. So with this one, and there's the issue of it sticking again. It's just got stuck inside the case a little bit. There you go. I'm just going to pull that back, open up the blade, and then again you can see there's 2 little pillars on there, and those holes will just sit within the pillar. I'll put it in first and then I'll show you. So although the holes have gone, the 2 halves sit inside. There you go, they just sit on top of those pillars, each of them. And then being careful obviously not to cut yourself. I'm just going to slide that back over the top, purposely opening it up slightly, and then you can see that it's clamped back over the 2 pillars in there. To give it a squeeze down. The blade, you can see at the moment, is nice and straight. It's actually not quite straight. I'm just going to use, see how loose that is? I'm not sure whether that's right or not. Anyway, it's nice and straight. Then you clamp down the top, and that bit is what holds the two pieces together, and in theory you should keep that blade nice and straight. Already it's moved. Let me see if I can move it again. Yeah, it just doesn't seem, I don't know whether I've just got a bit of a dodgy one or what, but it just seems like it does want to move a little bit, which, be careful when you're doing this, guys. It's not the best idea doing that on a brand new sharp blade. I'm just doing it with the end of my nail and moving it back in place. But yeah, it does keep moving, so be aware of that if you are going to get one of these. Okay, so I didn't mention it before. I have been using a shave oil, which I've run out of. Can't for the life of me remember what it's called, but it's in a blue and silver long thin squarey tube, and you just get them from Boots. It's Nusage, I think it is Nusage. And I've just run out, so I have actually ordered another one to replace it, a different make. I've looked at reviews again, and I've just based my decision on that. I'm not going for one that was ridiculously expensive. That's with anything you can pay masses of money. I didn't want to do that. I felt this was pretty extortionate, to be honest, for the size bottle that it is, but I guess everything's relative. So this one was, I think, £12 roughly, and it's a Somerset Maximum Glide Extra Sensitive English Shaving Oil, better than foam or gel apparently. I haven't opened it yet. I don't know what it smells like. Again, apologies for it being reversed. I shall try and sort this for next time. But yeah, let's give that a go. So, my usual process, rightly or wrongly, I think I go overkill with the prep sometimes and the post shave. I'm not going to today. I'm just going to do this because I'm taking long enough already. I've got a little, 35mm bowl. Apparently that does 260 shaves. It's got a little squidgy end on the end. And it's made, I believe, in Britain. I would imagine, given the name anyway, it's made around Somerset somewhere. And distributed by Somerset USA, so potentially not. Henley-on-Thames, England. Yeah, well, if you want to look into that more, by all means do. So I'm going to use pre-shave oil, then I'm going to use the pre-shave cream, Proraso. Then I'm going to use the Arko soap along with my brush. I'm then going to use the Parker 31R. And then finally I'm just going to finish off with the cheapy, I assume cheapy, I don't know, I've never looked, Christmas gift that I was given, which is a Baylis and Harding Skin Spa for Men Post-Shave Balm. Right, I'm going to use the water that the brush has been soaking in, just dunk a flannel in the water. It's really hot actually. I'm just going to re-wet my face one. And the neck. Apparently opens the pores up again. Feels nice if nothing else. Usually I do this straight after getting out of the shower. It's hard enough to do this too much. And again, it's taking a long time, but actually this is quite quick for me. Normally spend hours up here. Right, okay. 3 drops it says on the box with a wetted face. That I guess is for a full facial shave. Oh man, that smell. Oh, that's good. Oh, what does that remind me of? Oh, I know what it is. If you're any younger than me, you might not remember these, but my mum used to have like toothpicks, I think. And they used to have like a menthol smell attached to them. They were wooden toothpicks in like a little matchstick, you know, the disposable matchstick packs they used to get, rip a match out and things like that. Oh, they smell. That's good. And it's actually tingling my face right now. That's the other one, the Nuage or whatever it was called. That was a menthol one as well. Nothing on this level though. This is really, really good. Smells lovely. Can't comment on the slidiness obviously, but the Proraso still overtakes it though. I just had it under my face there and you can straight away smell how strong that is. It's really nice. Again, just a reasonable amount. It's probably too much. Again, overkill for the amount of shaving that I'm actually going to be doing. I'm just going to be doing my neckline and my cheeks and up by my moustache just to shape it a little bit. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love it. I do love that. That is my favourite thing. If I take anything away from wet shaving, I'm pretty sporadic in my enjoyment of things. This month it's like spend a fortune on stuff. Next month I'll be on to something completely different and I've forgotten all about this. But that is going to be the one thing that I take away from this. Right, Arko soap. So I was a little confused when I started looking into this because everybody had their bowls and everything. It's simple when you think about it, but I wasn't sure whether you were supposed to. I keep seeing people taking the puck and the soap out and putting it in their bowl and just working it from the bowl. Some were just doing it straight out of the tub. It's worked fine for me. Like I said, I haven't got a bowl. I used just a dish from downstairs at one point and it did much, foam up more. I still don't think it foamed massively. When I'm watching the other people's videos, they've got like a big Santa Claus beard on them and in white foam. Mine has never yet anyway. Probably proved me wrong today. Anyway, so as they suggest, it's just kind of a couple of drops out of there, so it's not too wet, but it's damp. And then I'm just, you can see straight away it foams up on there. Maybe it's just my face, all the stuff I've been putting on me. Oh, it's more foamy than it's ever been before, I knew it. Okay, I like to be proven wrong. At least there's not many of you watching yet, anyway. My first video, so probably no one will see this, which is good. Okay, so I'm just going to start straight on the face. I always find my neck foams more than the rest of the face. I often go to my neck if I'm running out of a bit of foam. I don't know if I'm putting on too much water. Not enough soap. Oh, I am messy when I do this as well, I get it everywhere. Gotta be honest, I've never done this before wearing a t-shirt, so I'll stay in here after this. It's getting better. I don't massively want foam, like I said, I like to be able to see what I'm doing. It's just a principle. Oh, right in the eye. So I'm not exactly proud of this. I'm going to go back in for some more just to see. I don't normally. Touch more water maybe as well. No. I think it's just me. Maybe I should try the bowl again. Look, I said, I'm only cutting here and here, so the rest of it I don't even need. Just enjoy it. It is something that I never thought I'd enjoy shaving, and I've heard other people wet shaving saying exactly the same thing. It's something that I look forward to all week. Often I crave it like food sometimes. I certainly don't need one today. I only shaved yesterday and cut my hair as well. That's something I might do a video on at some point, because that's been a learning experience too. And actually, it's not great, but the one that I've done yesterday, it wasn't yesterday, it was Sunday. Today's Tuesday. Sunday, the haircut I did on Sunday, doesn't look particularly great now because I'm sweating buckets again, but was probably the best I've done. I've managed to grade it in not too bad. Do it on your own, especially around the back. This section here used to get really frustrated. Anyway, it's getting better. Right, to the shaver. It seems to have moved again already. I think it must be just mine. Perhaps I need to contact them and see if they've only bought it recently, so I'll see if they can replace that one. Okay, here goes. Maybe to cut myself on in public. Always said I was going to use my left hand, didn't I? I'm just starting this side then. Great thing about foam for shaping, and I'm just guessing now because I can't obviously see where my beard line is at the moment anyway. But the great thing about the foam is you do get a really clear line, so when you're trying to line yourself up, it's a lot easier. This isn't really perfect by any means, but right, especially using my left, I'm going to try it. Oh, I can't even hold it properly. See what I mean about shaking your head as well? No, that's not for me. I'm sure other people cope very well, but that isn't me. Yeah, with the shaking of the head, it's